What's up, you guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. Just got off of work, so I'm gonna have me a nice glass of Italian red wine, Veneno, not to be confused with the Lamborghini. No, the Lamborghini is Veneno. This is Veneto. Veneto, not Veneno. Anyways, let's get to it. I wanted to talk to you guys today about demons, possessions, diabolic influence. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but just never got around to it. This video, this is a very big interest of mine, but again, it's come back to my attention because recently I've seen many videos on social media just putting out not good information. For example, there's a video of famous rapper artist Cardi B, and she's on a live stream and she's seemingly having a dialogue with herself, and then she abruptly stops and says, "I hate humans," in a kind of weird voice, and then she just freezes and then goes back to normal speaking like nothing ever happened. And from this very short clip, people have been commenting, speculating, oh, she has a demon in her, she's demon possessed, blah, 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 blah. You guys, that's not how it works. You can't just diagnose someone off of a 5-second video and say that, oh, this person is demon possessed. In the same way, you can't say, oh, this person is a narcissist or this person has bipolar just because they're showing 1 or 2 symptoms. You actually need to be a trained professional in this field to give a person a diagnosis such as bipolar, diabetic, and in this case, even possessed. Now, with that being said, perhaps Cardi B is diabolically possessed, obsessed, or some sorts. We don't know. She could be, maybe not, but just from the short video, you can't make that judgment about her. Now, there are a few ways to tell for sure if someone is diabolically possessed. First one being, if this person can speak another language that they have no knowledge of. For example, I'm not Portuguese. I've never been to Portugal. And if I start speaking that language completely, perfectly, abiding by all of the proper grammatical structures of the language and everything, you would have a very good inclination that I was diabolically possessed. People aren't able to do that. That is not a normal human ability. So first one is being able to speak another language fluently that you had no previous knowledge or access to, most likely possessed. Super speed, super strength. Yes, there are many stories of very small women, 5'1", 5'2", being possessed, and they're able to throw 2, 3, 4 grown men straight across the room like a basketball. These are good indicators that someone is diabolically possessed. And also climbing on walls. That's not a normal human ability. That's a superhuman ability. So if someone is showing signs of these things, then I would say, yes, you can say this person is possessed, diabolically influenced in that way. Just looking at a short 1-2 minute clip of someone just tweaking or spazzing out, there's not really a lot of information to go off of. So I wouldn't draw those conclusions so quick. And neither would any trained, seasoned exorcist do that. If you actually sit and listen to them talk about their process and how they work, exorcism is completely laxed. They will exhaust every medical object that they have first to make sure that this isn't just maybe something psychiatric, right? Or, some medical condition, or, something going on with their head. They want to make sure that every option has been explored before giving the stamp of demon possessed, right? Because if this person actually needs treatment or medication, then we'll just go ahead and give that to them, especially if there's no demon there. But back to the diabolic. There are many ways that demons influence people, and it's not always possession. The most common way that demons influence and try to get into people's lives is through temptation. That is the main way, that's the ordinary way that demons work. So whispers, suggestions, they're trying to get into your head. They're trying to get you to act upon all of these things and suggestions that they're putting forth. Demons do have access to your thoughts and your imagination. So all day, you can be receiving thoughts from everywhere. You have to realize that not every thought is your own thoughts. You are not your thoughts. And on top of that, you're receiving thoughts from numerous ways. You're like a radio receiver. So you have to be cautious of what you're thinking and the thoughts coming into your head, because you can't control that. It's called, oh man, I'll remember it and it'll come back to me. But there is a specific process for being able to control your thoughts, which is very valuable if you want to have power over demons. I cannot remember that phrase for the life of me. Anyways, so we have regular temptation. You have something called diabolic oppression, diabolic obsession, infestation, vexation, and then lastly, possession. I hope I'm not leaving one out. I think that was all of them. So vexation just simply is you being physically attacked by a demon or an evil spirit entity. This is where, you can feel like something is hitting you, scratching you, pulling your hair. Yes, all of that is very real. That's called vexation. So you might wake up with bite marks, scratches, fingerprints. You may feel like something has happened to you. That is what we call vexation. Infestation is when a demon or demons are localized to a specific place. And that can happen for numerous reasons, but think of a haunted house or like a lost place, somewhere where like a mass suicide occurred, or where just a bunch of people had died, maybe a war or a mass murder, something like that. Demons, for some reason, they love places like this, and depending on what happened, demons will have legal authority to be in this place until you kick them out. Again, haunted houses, lost places. What's the place in? Man, I'm forgetting all of these things, but hopefully they'll come back to me. But yeah, think of haunted house. Next up, we have diabolic obsession and oppression. Oppression usually shows up more physically or material. So this could be in the form of like sickness. This could be in the form of your finances being attacked, and so on and so forth. Diabolic obsession, it looks very similar to psychological disorders, because it's all about the demons playing with your mind, your emotions, and your thoughts. And it can take on the appearance of maybe a personality disorder or bipolar, but the difference is that it's on and it's off. So imagine you just wake up in the middle, you wake up in the morning and you're just angry for the entire morning, and then once the afternoon comes, boom, it's off. This is what we call a obsession. Also, having thoughts and ideas introduced into your head that you just can't stop thinking about. You can't get them out of your head, such as despair, depression, anger, fear. These all can be forms of diabolic obsession. 1 second, you guys. All right, just making sure my camera was still recording, because sometimes it'll cut out if my memory is full. So, where were we? Diabolic possession is up next. And with possession, you have 3 stages or categories, whichever one you prefer. It's 3, we'll say, different types of possession. Hello. So with diabolic possession, the first stage you have is partial possession. And with partial possession, it's where a demon is localized to a specific part of your body. So you've seen scary movies. Imagine a scene where you have a person who is awake, they're conscious, but the demon has manifested and is taking control of their body, and they're not able to fully control themselves. So now the demon is moving around, but they're still awake. They just can't control their body. So they might be like, help me. So something like that. That would be partial possession, where the demon has some control over a person's body, but not fully. Full possession is, think of the sunken place. So with the full possession, you go to the background and the demon surfaces, the demon comes to light, the demon has full control of your body, is moving and doing things. You have no control because you are somewhere else. You're in the sunken place, pretty much. And when you regain conscious, usually people have no clue what happened to them while the demon was manifest and present and doing stuff. Very scary stuff, but that is full possession. And as you go up the stages of possession, these possessions get rarer and rarer. So not a lot of possessions are like this, but these are real stages of possession. And the last stage is perfect possession, the scariest of all of the possessions, in my opinion. Now with perfect possession, you can't tell if this person has a demon. Why? Because this person has consented to the demon being there inside of them. This person's will and the demon's will are linked, they're tied, they're identical. So they are very much working together. The person allowed and wants this demon to be there. So it's a perfect symbiote integration of human and demon. And with this case, there's usually no getting this demon out of the person, because the person wants the demon to be in there and they invited them in. So the only way to get them out is for the person to take back their consent. Again, there's no opposition, there's no conflict within this person between them and the demon. That's why it's a perfect symbiotic match, right? And I've been told that a lot of people that are perfectly possessed are usually people with high influence, high ranking officials in society or the government. People with a lot of influence and a lot of power usually are perfectly possessed because, I mean, they have the same goals in mind as the demon: to possess power, control, various degrees of wealth, but I would say mostly power and control. And in return, they allow this demon to live inside them, and they do their will and their bidding. Now, with that being said, again, you can't just go around and take demons out of people. That's not smart and it's not wise. And the Bible speaks clearly about this, that if you take a demon out of someone and they do nothing to clean up their life afterwards, and if they didn't even want this demonic entity to be out of them, demon, it might leave, but it's just going to come back with more demons, and the person's going to be even worse off. So that's why I wouldn't recommend doing an exorcism. First of all, normal people don't have the authority to do exorcisms. You have to be an official exorcist, either a bishop or be appointed by a bishop. So essentially, you're a priest doing this, these exorcisms. Normal people don't have the authority to do this, nor should they be doing this. Just like you're not going to do heart surgery on someone unless you're a heart surgeon. You have to be in that field, in that job, to do something like this. So again, don't just go around trying to pull demons out of people, or just, oh, she had this symptom, she's possessed. Don't do that. Okay, if you truly think that someone is diabolically possessed, first they would have to give consent that, you know, they believe that something is inside them and they want it out, and then go to the proper person, an exorcist, to actually perform this ritual. Now, tying this all back into Cardi B, like I said in the beginning, don't know for sure. Not enough information to make a diagnostics that, oh yeah, this person is demon possessed, because in the video, clearly she wasn't climbing on walls and she wasn't speaking in different languages or showing the common signs of being like fully possessed or anything. But with that being said, absolutely forgot what I was going on about. Oh, yeah, so yeah, you can't really make the determination if someone's possessed. Most likely, she's probably just trolling. A lot of artists do this today. They think it's funny, they think it's edgy, a good way to get likes and views, to throw out something satanic or demonic, because it'll get people talking, right? That's why a lot of people make content centered around Satan and demons and all of that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, these people are real Satanists. Some of them are, right? I'm not just gonna say like all of the stuff you see in the media isn't coming from real Satanists or Luciferians. No, there's a real element of people trying to promote this stuff and people actually being perfectly possessed and working with demons. I'm not gonna deny that. Yes, there are probably tons and tons of celebrities or people that you see every day that are very much in bed with Satan. But I would say largely, a lot of people are doing this today to just be controversial, be edgy, and to keep their name relevant. This video is going on long enough, so I'm gonna end it here. We'll make a part 2. You guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment box below, wherever you guys are watching. I appreciate it. You guys are on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, MySpace, Skype. All right, fun. Again, if you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'm out. Love you. Oh my goodness.